Welcome back to the wheel. The wheel. It's been a long time since I've been back here. Man, it's been a long time. Let's see what we get next. There's a lot of good, but there's also a lot of shit still left. So it's a whole new world. It really could be anything. Let's see what we got. What do you got for us, wheel? Oh no. Oh no. Didn't people say this was bad? I remember a lot of people saying this was a bad adaptation, and like all the source material fans were really disappointed about it. I almost got so excited because we almost landed on gushing over magical girls. Instead, I got to watch fucking Chained Soldier, which apparently is a great source, but got a shitty adaptation. So, I mean, I haven't read the source. Will it be able to entertain me? I don't know. I feel like this could go either way because I don't know exactly in what way it's a bad adaptation. I don't know in what way. Like, is it just that it cuts stuff? Is it just that it's rushed? Is it bad visuals? If it's bad visuals, it might lose me. Well, I guess that's not true actually. It depends how bad. I don't know. We'll just go. We'll just have to see. We'll just have to see. Stop wasting time. Let's go. Let's go. I'll be back with my thoughts on Chained Soldier. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome to. I say welcome back because it feels like I'm making a new video, but it's been a fucking second for you guys. There is no back. You're just here. You're stuck with me. Um, I just got done watching Chained Soldier. Episode 1, and that's it. That's all I've watched. So it's a drop. It's a fail. Is it a finish or a fail? It's a fail. Um, it's not even like that particularly bad. Kinda. Like it's like it is bad in some ways. The CG for one is appalling. The visual design is a mess. The character designs are kind of fine enough, but like the environments and the sky, they're just like this muggy mess of textures that look horrible together. It's so disgusting, and I hate it. I hate everything about it. It's not enjoyable to look at, and that's a big problem. But the main complaint that I saw people having with this is that it's different from the source material, and so people really love the source material. And so as someone who hasn't read the source material, nothing like related to that stood out as an issue to me. So I think if you're the type of person that could enjoy this, you will. You'll be able to if you're not familiar with the source, because there was nothing particularly about like the story or the characters or anything that made me be like, this sucks. It was mainly just the presentation was poor, but I mean, hey, I've watched shows that are amazing and loved them despite poor visual. I've given 10 out of 10s to shows with shitty visuals, just because, well, at least it's shitty visuals in terms of like the competency of the like the quality of the visuals themselves. But like the style can be there, and other things can make up for it, and designs and stuff like that. And also just having a good fucking story and interesting me and making me enjoy it and want to watch more. Like Kimono Friends. Kimono Friends has horrible CGI, but the character designs are cool. The style of the world is really neat, and they really sell the aesthetic and what they're trying to tell you with it and everything. And there's a whole lot of good things about Kimono Friends. So I can like a show despite bad visuals in that sense, but it's like the real problem here is just that it's not interesting, to me at least. It hasn't really gripped me in any way. I see what it's going for. I kind of see the vibe, and I'm just not interested. Plain and simple. I sit here, I watch it, and I was like I finished episode 1. I did actually finish it. I got to the end of it because the whole time I was like, maybe. But in the end, like, it's just, I'm just not here for this. I'm not here for this vibe. It's not capturing me. It's not being super interesting. I see what this is, and it's like, yeah, this is the type of person that would really love this. And And I've heard the source material is better, and I'm sure it is. It wouldn't have shitty CGI for one, because it's not a fucking anime, but I don't know. I'm just not here for this. I'm not in the mood for it. I do not care for it. I see what it's doing, and I just don't care. So there's no hatred, there's no malice, there's no anger here. I'm just not here for it, you know? I'm just not here for it, and that's fine. Let's move on. Let's get to something hopefully I am here for. That'd be cool. That'd be nice. Let's do that. And we're back to the protocol wheel. Smack that wheel on the floor. Alright, let's see what we get. What are you gonna force me to endure? Goodbye, Dragon Life. This is a shitty isekai reincarnation, I think. Actually, I don't know if it's shitty. I've heard no one talk about it, to be perfectly honest. But it's like, it's a reincarnation thing. Fantasy thing. Looks generic. I don't fucking know, bro. It looks like a shitty light novel adaptation. What do you want from me? I guess I'll find out. But I've literally heard no one talk about this. Like, not a single soul. I'm sure people have, but like, I cannot recall anyone's thoughts on this, good or bad. Like, it's just, there's just nothing here. Alrighty, I made it 7 minutes into this goddamn show. It's bad. It's really quite bad. It's mainly just really boring. And being boring, like, that's kind of like the one thing, right? Like, that's the one thing that entertainment isn't meant to be. It's meant to be entertaining. It's meant to be fun. It's meant to at least say something or be interesting or make me think or just do something. But this is just boring. It's just boring stuff. And it's not like boring in like a chill vibe way. Because like I could get down with a chill vibe way. I'm a chill vibe guy. That's my whole deal. Chill vibe is what I love. I love Ayashikes. But this isn't that. It's not boring because it's chill vibes. It's boring because it's fucking boring. And it's just sad to see because I'm like, I could almost see this being chill vibes. Like, that's why I bring that up. I'm like, I could see this achieving that, but it would need to change so many aspects to fully get there. But it's just like, this show's just fucking boring. Dragon Die. Also, it's not an isekai. I was wrong about it being an isekai. I just saw that reincarnation was like, it was a reincarnation thing, and so I assumed. It's not that an isekai. It's just a reincarnation within a fantasy world. It's a dragon. Dragon dies, becomes a human, and now he's just a normal guy, adventurer guy. But he used to be a dragon. What's the fucking point? Like, what is the point? Like, it's a gimmick that has like so little. I'm sure later there'd be like some small aspects, but it's like it has so little effect on what is actually going on so far that I'm like, it's gotta be the tiniest worthless shit, right? Like, they just spend so much time in this first episode not getting into it, and I'm sure there are gonna be people like, oh, at the end of the first episode though some stuff happens, and then that's when the show really begins. I don't care. The fact that they made it this boring early on in the first episode, the start of the first episode, when they're meant to be putting their best foot forward, the people that made this shitty start made the rest of the show, alright? This is what they thought was the best they had. This is what they thought would get people hooked. Watching some fucking most generic guy I've ever seen with a flat design just walking around, and it's so boring. The music is like super generic, flat fantasy type music that's like not interesting or good in any way. It's just like beep, 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 beep. Like, it just does that on loop for like the whole fucking thing. The designs are boring. Nothing interesting is happening. It just drives me crazy. It's just boring. Like, so many scenes are drawn out so much. So many shots are drawn out so much. Such long stretches of time where just nothing is happening or being said or being shown. It's just like, it's like, get a fucking move on. It's just so boring. It's bland, flat. Direction is flat. There's nothing interesting here. And so it's like, I don't trust in them to make it interesting later. And even if they do have some aspects that are interesting. It's like, it's clear that that's not going to be the whole thing. There's no way the whole thing is going to become interesting because this is the show so far. This is what they think is good, I guess. Just having fucking nothing. It's infuriating. It's actually crazy. It sucks so much. So yeah, this is a pretty fast drop. It's not the fastest drop we've had, but it's a pretty bad drop. It's pretty yeah, it's pretty rough. It's pretty rough. Would not give this a recommend to anyone that is able to feel joy. If you've ever felt joy, not for you, I'm afraid. God, that was awful. Please give me something better this time. It was almost a sign of affection, which I've heard good things about. Okay, Brave Bang Bravern. Was this good? I can't remember if this was considered good or not. Because I do remember people talking about it. But for some reason I can't remember where people fell on this. Well, you're gonna find out where I fall on it, that's for sure. I think it's a mecha, which is like... This is a real mixed bag for me. I love some mechas, I hate some others, so... I don't know, man. I guess we'll find out next time on Eira Ball Z. Alrighty, I just got done watching Brave Bang Bravern. It's Brave first, right? I think it's Brave first. This was interesting, I guess. Here's the thing. I was actually so on board with this. I was so on board with it. I was like, okay, I finished the whole first episode. Oh my god, I forgot to say. I finished the first episode, but now I'm dropping it. And it's because at first I was on board with it. It was more grounded. The designs of all the robots were very, like, generic, more practical, at least looking. More practical, like mechs and stuff like that. It seemed very grand. And then aliens came from space, and I was fine with that. I'm like, yeah, that's expected actually. And then it made me like it even more. And then like people started dying all over the fucking world. There was mass destruction. A bunch of high-ranking officials from like all over the place were getting killed and shit. And I was like, oh, I'm kind of liking this. Like it's gonna be like small groups of survivors in different areas trying to fight back shit, right? And even the main guy being gifted a more like super robot looking mecha that comes down to him and is all colorful and stuff and has a cool design, and him getting in that. I'm fine with all that. That was all good. I'm like, okay, this is great. I'm totally down for this. It's like got the cool designs and the more super robot-y designs, but it's also taken itself more seriously and being kind of grim and dark. But it's also like, I was there for that. I'm like, this is dope. I'm so here for this. But then once he actually did get in the super robot, the Bravern, and started piloting it around, the action was alright, but there was this music playing, that was very like superhero, super robot-y music, it was very generic, and I was like, that made me a little bit hesitant at first, but then the guy piloting it said, "What is with this music?" And I'm like, oh, it's diegetic? That, like, goofy theme song is playing in real life? And he's like, whoa, what's up with this music? Notice how I pointed out the trope, guys? Isn't this trope wacky? And I was like, and then he's like, and then the robot's like, let's yell out our super attack as we take out this tower. The guy's like, what? Super attack? What? I'm just like that. I'm just like, oh no, it's a dumb fucking parody thing. And it was just pretending it was gonna take itself seriously. And even if it, like, wasn't gonna take itself seriously, that would still be fine, but it's a parody specifically. It's like very specifically being a parody and being silly with it and being cheeky with it as millions of people die all over the world. But whoa, wacky music is playing. I do not care. It instantly lost me. I was like, God, like I was in, and then that started happening like in the last handful of minutes of the episode, and I'm just like, ah, no, it's this kind of show. I'm not like into Gundam and Mecha. I guess I shouldn't say Gundam. It's an I know people hate it when you use Gundam as a neutral term for all mecha. I'm not like into mecha enough for this to be interesting to me. If I was like one of those hyper fans, maybe this would be like sick, right? Like I'd get it because I'm like I get the jokes and stuff, and I've seen enough of both sides of the serious and the goofy to be like to enjoy one that's kind of playing on both in there and the correlation between them and the dichotomy between them to be like make jokes and be a parody. You know, I could probably get behind that, but I'm just not that into it. So I'm like, I just wanted to watch a show. You know, maybe this is good. I'm sure it's good enough if you're like a super mecha guy, if you're really into that kind of stuff. But like for me, I'm just like, I don't want to watch a fucking like it's a parody and it's making jokes about trips and stuff. It's like I don't know. I'm also just like this type of parody where like it's specifically like semi making fun of when it's less serious. It's like I don't know, I kind of like the goofy stuff as well. Like I kind of like it when I don't think it has to like point out that like, oh yeah, in real life this would be really fucked up, right? Isn't it kind of fucked up that this real life this thing fucked up thing is happening but it's treated as goofy by the show? It's like I don't know, that's fine when the show's doing it earnestly. I just want more honesty. I don't like this like irony shit. Irony poisoning is like the worst thing about like modern discourse and media analysis and other things. It's like I just hate when it's like, oh, you're not allowed to like anything because of like you have to ironically like everything and pretend you actually like something because like it's kind of actually bad. It's kind of fucked up. So you can't honestly like it. You have to be like liking it as a joke. And it feels like this. It's like, oh well, like it being both the it being fucked up part, but them not taking it seriously, and then also the not taking it seriously when it's fucked up. Like both possible interpretations of that are like being kind of interpreted as ironic here, and it's like making fun of that. And I just hate it. I'm sure they'd continue to have like maybe some serious moments and some comedy moments and some silly moments and maybe it would actually end up really good, but it's like I'm just not here for it. I do not I'm saying that a lot this episode. I'm just I just don't want that. It got me to finish the first episode, but that's it. I don't find it interesting. I just don't find this type of parody interesting. Even if I was a big mecha guy, it's like my personality is I don't find this type of this way of parodying things to be very interesting, and so it lost me. Either it should have just either been a earnest super robot show, or it should have just been dark. I don't want this weird, let's make fun of it type shit. I'm just not into it. So yeah, I'm done here. That's a shame. I was actually pretty interested before it decided to tell me to go fuck myself for daring to want that or enjoy it. So yeah. Goodbye, work. Goodbye. Let's go back to the wheel. Alrighty. Something good this time. Something actually good. Something that's gonna be good and stay good. Oh no. Oh no, bro. Alright, look, the thing with Demon Slayer is I've only watched the first season in the movie, so I'd have. This is gonna be Entertainment District, Swordsmith Village, and Hashira Training. Here's the thing as well, I didn't like it very much. The movie had some alright parts to it, but it wasn't, like, great or anything. And the first season's full of garbage. I only finished. Here's the thing. My friends, two of my friends were gonna go see the movie. They weren't even big fans of it either. Well, one of them is, but the other one wasn't. He also hated it. But he was gonna go see the movie because it's just a chance to hang out. And I was like, it sounds good. I'm down to hang out. And I had only just started it, and I was thinking it was kind of eh. But because I was gonna go see the movie, I'm like, all right, I'll get it done. And I finished it like just a half an hour before they like rocked up to pick me up, and then I went and saw the movie. So like I was I was really just pushing through it so that I could then watch the movie. But yeah, not a big Demon Slayer fan here personally, so it'll be interesting to see how this pans out. Maybe I'll somehow make it through while disliking it. Maybe I'll drop it pretty quick. Maybe I'll magically start liking Demon Slayer. Who knows? Who knows? Um, but yeah, I guess that's what I'm fucking doing next. Now remember, we're not jumping right into Hashira. I've only seen season 1 in the movie, so first, Entertainment District. Right? Yep, that's the next one. All right. All right. I gave it a try. I gave it the old college try. Also, this is my first time recording in my new house, so if the audio quality sounds different and I'm fearing worse, that's why. So, sorry, gamers. I tried to give Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba Entertainment District arc, because that's the one I'm up to, a fair shake. And I made it like 60 minutes in, and I'm just like, I don't want to watch this shit anymore. So I turned it off. Honestly, realistically, it shouldn't even be here. It hasn't been dropped yet for a very specific reason, which is that I was watching season 1, not enjoying season 1, but I finished season 1 because the movie was already out, and I like going to the cinemas, and so I was already planning on going with some mates of mine. So I made sure to just finish season 1. Then we went and saw the movie. It's a movie. I'm not walking out in the middle. I finished that. And the movie was better than the show, at least. So I could cling on to the hope that it would be better going into season 2, but it really wasn't. They went right back to all the problems that season 1 had. Which is just that, like, the only reason the movie was better was because they had to cut out so much nonsense. They had to cut out the bullshit and really just make it move at a much more steadier pace, give a lot of the moments not like extra time. Like, everything had a pretty good amount of time given to it. The show just lingers on things way too much, like way too much. It's crazy how much. What the? Whoa. What did I just do? Oh. Hey. Yeah, the show lingers on things way too much. It just is. It's absurd. It's actually quite ridiculous. I noticed it a lot in season 1, and it was kind of its biggest problem. Season 2 does it as well, but in a different way. But it's still doing it. It's just that, like, the show kind of buys into its own hype, which isn't, like, inherently a problem. And I'm sure for people who enjoy the show, it's not a problem because, well, they like it. I definitely, as I was watching this first episode, I was thinking, like, yeah, I see what they're doing. If you like this, if you're into this, this works. But it doesn't work if you don't like it, which is kind of okay to do in a second season that also had a movie between season 1 and 2, because it's like, alright, anyone who's made it this far, probably a fan. Like I said, I'm only here as not a fan for very specific reasons that are kind of weird. So, yeah, I probably should have just had this as dropped, but I technically hadn't dropped it, so what the heck, I'd check it out. Yeah, that's not doing it for me. It is not doing it at all for me. It basically just, like, lingers on everything way too much. And yeah, it's like, if you care, it works because you care. Like, that's just plain and simple. You care. So it's, when it lingers on a moment or drags out an emotional beat, or is just, like, showing something, it's like, well, you care, so you're like, yeah, I like that I'm seeing this. But because I don't, it's like, it's not things that are inherently interesting now, it's just things that are interesting or that you'll care about if you already care. It's no longer trying to grab new people, because it doesn't really need to. But yeah, the comedy, still not my cup of tea at all. This show is never funny. The characters are still annoying. Tanjiro is just the fucking worst. My god, he's so horrible. He's so awful. Like, honestly, one of the worst fucking Shonen Jump protagonists that's ever been crafted. He is so fucking terrible. I hate his guts so much. He's worse than Deku. He's literally worse than Deku, which is saying something. Because Deku's also pretty bad, but yeah. Look, I don't know. Demon Slayer fans, glad you like it. I'm glad it's catering to you. This is definitely something where I'm like, yeah, for people who cared, it's doing all the right things. I just don't, because I don't find the characters interesting. I don't find them enjoyable to watch. I find the pacing god awful. I find the humor unfunny. I find the way it delivers dialogue and exposition to be egregious at the best of times. Yeah, it just doesn't, like, the animation's good. I can give it that. I can give it its dues there. It fucking looks awesome. It's got great animation. I will give it that. But that's kind of all, and that's not enough to pull me in because it's not interesting direction. It's just very nice. It's just very clean, very what's the word I'm looking for? High fidelity animation. It's very well done. It's very technically impressive. But yeah, nothing. I wasn't able to find anything interesting or gripping. Tanjiro was being fucking annoying as usual, and everything was just like, nothing was making me interested. Nothing made me smile. Nothing made me want to keep watching. After 16 minutes, I was just like, I've given it its dues. There's nothing here. I'm just annoyed. So yeah, it's a drop. Sorry, Demon Slayer fans, I guess, but keep enjoying it. It's definitely doing good things for its fans. Clearly, it's popular for a reason, I'm sure. But I'm not here for this. Welcome back to the wheel. We're going through every anime, and we're still in 2024. This is the 2024 wheel. Even though 2025 is almost over. My god, I suck at this. Let's just spin it. Get another thing. Something good would be nice, I guess. If you got anything, you got any good? Got any good out here? Is that Alya? Interesting. Alright, well, I've heard mixed things. It's a romance. I've mostly heard good things, actually, but I have heard some people finding it bland or just kind of meh. But hey, I mean, that's cool. This will really just... Romances can be so hit or miss with me. This is just gonna be like... Yeah, I don't know. I'll just have to go in and see how it, see if it hits for me or not with what it's doing. I think it's really easy for romances to fuck up. Oh, right. I just got done watching all of Alya Sometimes Hides Her Feelings in Russian. That's right. I watched all of it. I finished it. It's another finish. One of the books. This show is pretty damn good. It was good. And then it wasn't as good later. I have sort of mixed feelings on the overall, but it started out really strong. It had, the main character is, like, it's kind of harem-y, but the main character, thankfully, is not a cherry fuck. He doesn't easily get embarrassed by things. He doesn't want to have all these big freakouts and everything. He's chill. He's just like a chill, normal guy. He's able to keep up with the girls. He's able to banter with them. He's like already friends with like the main two at the start. Like he's just chill. He's just a normal guy. Like, it's so fucking, it's crazy what a difference it makes. It's so much nicer to not have him be freaking out at everything. And he like lightly flirts back, and he jokes back, and he has banter, like, and he like gets it, and he's able to compliment them and just be good. Like, it's so good. It's just so good to have that in a protagonist. It's crazy, and it makes the dialogue so enjoyable to watch. because there's actual back and forth, there's actual chemistry, there's an actual fucking dynamic. Not just with him and the main girl, but like every girl basically. Every girl that's at least not already with someone. It's great. It's fucking awesome. It's so good. It's so good. And it makes the start like really enjoyable. The first like 6 episodes are pretty much just character interactions. Easily where the show is at its strongest. There's some drama, there's some backstory, there's some emotional stuff here and there. Of course, like there's always gonna be. But the first half is mostly just that. But then the second half starts to really lean into the drama. It's like everyone's established now, and I guess the author felt they needed a plot, and it makes it so much less enjoyable. The new character they introduce is a real nothing. I did not find her interesting or engaging at all, and it just gets really dramatic. And look, I have no problem. I have no problem with rom-com anime that's, you know, they start out just basically gags and then get more dramatic later. I love Sakura So, which is probably like the best example of that, because Sakura So has like amazing comedic timing. It's like, it's really good at getting the tone right, and it never feels like whiplash even when it switches between drama and comedy in the later bits. But this show just does not get it. It doesn't feel, I'm not there for it. It didn't feel interesting or engaging when it got more dramatic, and that meant that there were sometimes like entire episodes where I was not really engaged. By the way, if you notice any strange cuts, I have a cold, so there's probably going to be cuts when I cough and stuff. Anyway, what was I saying? I I was checked out when it got a bit too dramatic. It just didn't do it in a way that kept me interested. I was like, I like these characters, and because I care about the characters, you know, that's enough to carry me through. That's enough to keep me going for the whole thing. I did still finish it. I did still like it. I did still enjoy it. I'm still glad I finished it. But, yeah, it's just not quite good at the drama parts. It just made me less interested. I was just like, man, this is not it. This is not what I'm here for. Just go back to fun character interactions. And it did sometimes just go back to that, and then I was happy again. For that like scene or half an episode or whatever. And sometimes they flowed those two things together well, and I was able to care a bit more maybe, but generally this show started out really strong, exactly my vibe, exactly my strike zone. It was doing it so well. Again, the protagonist, he's so great. I love him. He did it great. The sister, Yuki, she's great. Alya's great. Masha's great. They're all great, right? I love all the characters in this show. They're great. It nails it. Even some of the other side characters are also great that I didn't mention. It does it so well. And so it should just keep focusing on that. This weird drama shit, just, I don't like it, especially once we get to like the last like 2 episodes, and it gets weirdly edgy about it. Kuze and Yuki are like making like, ooh, edgy anime goofy evil smiles, because like I'm edgy and evil and I smile, and it's dark and twisted and evil, and ooh, I'm smiling even though we're being defeated in this, because it's so fun I'm gonna destroy her now, ooh, and ooh, I'm gonna get you with my evil smile edge. It's like it's a fucking Death Game edgy piece of shit show, and it's like, bro, can we not? Like, you had to do this plot shit. I kind of get why, but yeah, did you have to? Did you have to make it weird, edgy, goofy, evil smile shit? You couldn't just not do that? For Eira specifically. But no, that shit sucked. That when they started doing that, it made me groan. I was like, ugh. Yeah, so, like, it's good. It's still good. Overall, I love it. I love the dialogue, love the banter, love the first half, and love some of the later half, but it is a mixed bag, because it really just has a lot of stuff that kind of came in later where I'm like, damn, way to ruin what was, like, a really peak. Like, this could have been so much higher on my overall enjoyment if it had stuck with that. So,
Bit of a shame, but I won't hold it too strongly against it. Overall, it's still really good. So, overall, I'm still quite happy with it.